Positive mental attitudes. We must caution you that lasting progress can be built only on deep and enduring foundations for a strong and visible economy. The example programs dedicated to the public welfare and the application of modern science and technology to the solution of some of the problems which face us and the improvement of the way of life of our people. But these in turn require an increasingly mature, rational, and responsible attitude of mind and spirit manifested in the approach which we take, the exercise of our rights and obligations, in a manner in which we search for solutions to the problems of our daily lives, and in the way in which we arrange our relations with our fellow men. It is this mental attitude which is most essential. If our nation is to continue to prosper and develop, we must become increasingly self-critical, increasingly willing to analyze the efforts, to experiment, to admit our failures as we take pride in our successes. We must draw on what is valuable and meaningful in our history and tradition, and merge this with the best in modern learning. If the foundations which we lay today are not sound and strong, they will surely crumble tomorrow, and the future development of the nation will be endangered, and our efforts, however well-intentioned, will have gone for naught. But it is all too easy to forget that the rights carry with them obligations that we must equally prepare to discharge, the correlative responsibilities which lay upon us. No one has the right to education unless he is prepared to use his learning properly in the service of his nation and fellow men. No one possessing power can claim any absolute right to exercise it unless he does so rationally and responsibly, in full recognition of procedures and requirements which hedge around its possession and use. No one is vested with any inalienable rights to liberty or property who does not equally admit that these rights are limited and restricted by the reciprocal exercise by others of their identical rights. No one has the right to act arbitrarily or irrationally, or without having given the fullest consideration to the consequences of his action. No one can claim his proper measure of self-respect who does not exercise his rights and discharge his obligations in full consciousness of the rights of others. Examine your own work and that of your fellows willingly and critically, but in a constructive rather than a destructive sense. Ask before you criticize whether you yourself possess the defect you decry in others. Determine to profit by one another's knowledge and experience, for learning from those who already know is in itself education. Seek out the facts, aid and abet those pursuing the truth, as well as intellectual honesty, that modern Ethiopians were well and truly created. We ask that our people strive not only in the pursuit of their individual ambitions, but with a common and a united spirit for the public welfare.